You want daddy? You want daddy to get you some red juice? Give me that cup. Alright guys, this has pretty much been how my days have been going for about the last week or so solid, and it's been a mantle of responsibility that I've been very grateful that I'm lucky enough to have. You know, not everybody goes through their life with the benefit of being able to have a loving family, but I definitely do. So now that I am spearheading that family, it's been an added task. But you know what, let's get right into today's festivities. It's interesting, right now in California we have an equal number of days where it has rained as opposed to days where it has been nice weather, decent weather, good weather like this. What does that mean? That means that it has gotten so untenably muddy at my range that I effectively have not gotten to go at all this year whatsoever. That's the reason why I haven't shown you guys the Cuban GK1 and a few other cool little surprises that I have in stock for you boys. However, the time is near at hand. I definitely think the time is near at hand in the next few days where I'll be able to get to the range. Hopefully, if this good sunny California weather holds out, be able to get out to the range and, you know, at least go ahead and test that, which we have. One thing I really wanted to do though is maximize the time that I have out there, since I'm getting to go so infrequently at this point, and really build up something cool to take with us. Let's get right into it. So this is where I'm at with it. I have the very first S45 receiver that I received in my collection. I did buy this, I did pay money for this, so even though I do have a bunch of them that I did not do that with, I actually did purchase this, and it's got the most rounds through it. Easily, I'd say, I don't know, 1,500 to 2,000 rounds through this specific receiver, and it's never been serviced. So I definitely thought this was a good spot to start and go ahead and put together something that's going to be, I don't know, fun and reliable for the long term now that I know a little bit more about the machine. Everything is loose on it, from this back buffer tube piece to the bolt handle. I can pretty much rotate by hand right there. That's not supposed to move at all. And it does have a carbon fiber valve on it. So even though it's got good potential, it does definitely need some work. And I wanted to go and suss out all these issues together so that you guys at home will have a good idea of how to do so as well. All right, now I own every single 457 barrel that's made for this specific platform, except that super long nitro barrel. I think there's a nitro barrel in 457 that I don't physically own yet. Ben, hook me up. Ben, hook me up. Tom, hook me up. Somebody out there, fuck, hook me up. But I own every other barrel that's out here. The super short pistol version, the standard one it came with from the factory in the standard aluminum tank format, and then I do have this 20 or 22 inch barrel over here on a shelf ready to rock and roll for us. That's going to be this guy right here. This is the what is this? My D'Artagnan here with my saber. No, this is the super long barrel that makes it very difficult to go ahead and try and fit in frame, but it does exist. I do have one. Now, additionally, this once again does have the carbon fiber valve on there, so we've got some tank options as well. But if we need to, we could go ahead and pop this off and go to an aluminum tank valve if the situation dictates. Throw it down in the comments what you guys want to see. All right, let's go ahead and check on our Challenger Elite progress here. What? Give our hand a little biometric wave and turn the light on. Ah, sick. Ooh, it looks like we actually lost a part of it there in the middle. That's going to be that inner shim there. I tried to nest everything to keep it consolidated on the print sheet there, and I definitely ended up shitting the bed based on that fact. Hopefully we get through the rest of the print, but no matter what, we're going to get a workable band. And then if I need to go ahead and print a brim to hold those center items up, we'll go ahead and do so as well. Very cool PEY H1H build sheet. Throw it down if you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right, dudes. Fox Air Power came through huge for me today. Absolutely massive, massive, massive hookup from Fox Air Power today. If you're a fan of the channel and subscribe, which you should be at this point, recently in an episode with my 9mm Challenger, I had an issue where I couldn't cock it because these tiny little roll pins were coming out of the gun in the field, forcing me to use a pocket knife that's also a slingshot to fix it. But the fact that it continually wants to eject this stupid pin and there's no, like, detent or method to keep it in place is absolutely insanity to me. Totally sucked. Terry Fox saw the video unprompted and 100% sent out a replacement piece. If a replacement piece exists, I'm not the only person that's ever had this issue, so I feel good having potentially been the guy that brought it to the table. Did I bring it to the table? Did I fix a problem, or am I the problem? Throw it down in the comments. No matter what, definitely going to be installing this in the very next vlog. on my Challenger Pro 9mm so that we can get that thing back in the fight. I think I never ever really got to give it a good solid review from the time I've owned it, just based on that one failure I had. Alright guys, I did go ahead and take the liberty of squirting out a new set of shims for that set that kind of shit the bed on the other printer. These will be done well in advance of that other part, so they should go together nicely and you guys should get a good look at it here. Just give the plate a bend real quick, snap the parts off, and pull them on off. Booyah. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This is going to be really simple to go ahead and peel off this brim. Let's put you guys on the tripod and check it out together. Alright dudes, this is what we got right here. We got our shims, we got our brim, we're ready to go ahead and peel it off. Because this thing's put on basically like the layers of a tree, it's going to be extremely simple to just go ahead and peel it off. Then you get this perfect silhouette of what the part was, and then you get the part itself. Super cool, dude. The other piece, the Challenger Elite, is still actually squirting at this point, so we don't have it quite finished, but it will be right about now.
All right, gents, it is the next morning. Good morning, cheers. My first sip of coffee for the day. Enjoy the first, I don't know, what was that, 16 to 20 ounces. That kind of makes me feel like a human. I didn't quite make it to the point in the night where the prints were finished, and I got to go ahead and pop them off. So I figured first thing this morning we go ahead and check them out together and see what all of our printers look like. All right, let's check it out. Whoop. You see right away it did kind of shit the bed in the center there. We'll see, did it transfer the hologram? Oh, it did. It did give me the hologram. That's really, hey, you know what? I'm a sucker for it. I'm a sucker for it. I love that shit. I love that shit. I'm a 90s kid. I like hologram baseball cards. I like holograms in general. So this is cool. PEY transfer sheets, absolutely cool to me. Push all this bullshit down through the bottom of it. It's basically just garbage. I'm telling you, it's not just hit print, dudes. So sick. Gonna check out what we got going in the big tent today. Yes. Focus, focus, son. Cool looking, gents. Cool looking. This is very cool. I'm telling you guys, I can't overstate the value that a 3D printer really can bring to your hobby. I know there's a lot of scary stuff out there on the internet as far as like what people do with 3D printers, but for our hobby and for the cost-effective ability to have a more enjoyable and oftentimes, like with that barrel band, a safer experience within this hobby because of 3D printing, I'm telling you, if you overlook this, you are seriously overlooking a tool that can up your game. Back here, it looks like these motors are froze up. That's locked. That's very hot right now too, so I'll go over here and check and see what failed. Says it's doing its thing, but it's doing nothing. These are printing problems. Alright dudes, so this turned out to be a totally, to be honest, workable print. This is not going to be that bad as far as getting our tolerances correct so that we know exactly what we're working with when we actually go ahead and make a final draft of this thing that I'm proud to show people, right? These are kind of just like rushed parameters, quick tests, quick prototypes, and that's the beauty of 3D printing. You get that physical object in your hand really quickly, so you can actually see what you need to go ahead and do to get that product over the finish line. This isn't necessarily something that I want to like turn into a product and sell, but you can see what I mean about rapid prototyping. This is not going to fit. This is not going to fit right. This is not going to fit correctly. Damn it, I'm a little bit tight on my tolerances up front, huh? Shit. shit, if I actually force it, is it going to end up breaking anything, or can we force it and see what happens? How would I get it back off? Damn it. Okay, so I got to go a little bit fatter on my tolerances. Is what it is. I think that that's one of the things that also, even though I failed in this case, is kind of a benefit, right? Because this didn't cost a whole lot of money. This didn't take a whole lot of time. I effectively started the print yesterday, went to sleep, and now I get to find out that I was wrong, right? This carbon fiber material has a little bit different of a shrinkage and warpage rate from the standard stuff that I went ahead and made that first test piece out of. So it looks like I got to adjust the drawing a little bit, but that's the kind of stuff that you can go ahead not only and run into, but also take care of extremely easily. I can't recommend it enough. You guys really should learn how to squirt parts. Alright guys, so even though today ended with a failure, I do think it is a successful step in the right direction, because anything you do long enough, you're definitely bound to get better at. This is one of those cases, and this part's going to absolutely get into the end zone and be a usable asset on my Challenger Elite 50 caliber, but it's just not going to happen in this episode. Alright guys, I think it's be a great place to go ahead and end this episode, but if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up. You want to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe for more with that notifications button so you can stay current on the channel as well as when these videos. If you really like this video, blending air guns, technology, and my actual life, make sure you share it so that somebody else could see it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.